When your house is on fire, do you wait for other people to extinguish the fire from their houses, from their burning houses? What if their houses are not on fire? When you are hungry, do you wait for other people to start eating? What if they are not hungry? When you are thirsty, do you wait for other people to start drinking water? What if they are not thirsty? When a child is sick, do you wait for other people to start taking their children to the doctors? What if their children are not sick? When you are sick yourself, do you wait for other people to go to the doctors? What if they are not sick? When you are sitting in a burning house, do you wait for other people to get out of their burning houses? What if their houses are not burning? I'm asking this because people are hungry, but instead of taking food and eat, they are waiting for me to eat. What if I'm not hungry? I'm asking this because people are oppressed, but instead of standing up, of rising up and face their oppression and liberate themselves, people are waiting for me to form a political party. People are waiting for me to lead the way. People are waiting for me maybe to run around naked. People are waiting for me maybe to die. Then, what if I'm dead? Are you going to stay oppressed? Do you know how many people want me dead? Do you have an idea how many people have tried to kill me? I may die tomorrow. I may die a day after tomorrow. I may die next week. I may die next year. I might have died yesterday or 10 years ago. Then, the question is, when you are oppressed, do you wait for me to stand up? Why don't you stand up yourself? I'm asking this because people are thirsty, but they are waiting for me to drink the water. What if I'm not thirsty? I'm asking this because people are tired, but they're waiting for me to take a rest. What if I'm not tired? I'm asking this because people are wet, but they're waiting for me to dry myself. What if I'm not wet? I'm asking this because people are sick, but they're waiting for me to go to the doctor. What if I'm not sick? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm asking you a question. I'm saying, when you're sitting in a burning house, do you have to wait for some people to get out of their burning houses? What if their houses are not burning? Sometimes it's your responsibility. Sometimes you act on your own feelings. Sometimes you act on your own experience. No one is going to tell you that you are hungry. You feel that you are hungry yourself. No one is going to tell you that you are thirsty. You feel that you are thirsty yourself. No one is going to tell you that you are tired. You feel that you are tired yourself. And when you are hungry, you have to eat, whether some people are eating or not. When you are thirsty, you must drink water, whether some people are drinking water or not. When you are tired, you must get a rest, get rest, whether some people are resting or not. It's like the call of nature. When nature calls, you don't wait for other people to run to the toilet. You run to your toilet yourself. When nature is calling and you respond. You don't wait for other people to be called by nature. It is the same with freedom. Freedom is like nature calling. Nature is calling you alone. Nature calls you in front of your children. Nature calls you in front of your parents. Nature calls you in front of your wife. Nature calls you in front of your girlfriend. And when nature calls, you respond alone. You don't wait for others to respond. Because what if nature is not calling them? Now nature is calling you. Nature is saying you have to be free. And it's your responsibility to stand up. It is your responsibility to respond. Nature is calling you. Nature is saying you must rise up. You don't have to wait for others to rise up. You don't even have to wait for Katu to rise up. Katu is a human being like you. I may die at any moment. And when I'm dead, when nature calls you, you don't wait for me to respond. What if nature is not calling me? When you are in pain, you feel pain yourself. You don't wait for other people to feel pain to respond to your pain. Now, nature is giving you pain. That's why you are being paid less than other workers. Nature is being paid, is giving you pain. That is why you are hungry. Nature is giving you pain. Oppression is giving you pain. That is why you are thirsty. Oppression is giving you pain. That is why you are poor. Oppression is giving you pain. That is why you are homeless. It's up to you to respond. You don't have to wait for others. When nature calls, it's your responsibility and yours alone. You have to respond or face the consequences. You don't have to wait for others. It is time, my brothers. It is time, my sisters. It is time to respond. You cannot postpone. You cannot postpone freedom. You cannot postpone the call of nature. Nature is calling you now. You have to stand up now. You don't have to look at someone, because that someone you are looking at is not being called by nature. Nature is calling only you. Now, stand up. Take action, or else you will suffer the consequences. Wait not to be called by others. Wait not, look not at others. Listen to the call of nature. Nature is saying you have to be free. You are feeling the pain because nature is calling and you are waiting for others. It is up to you. Nature calls you alone. It doesn't call you with your parents. Nature doesn't call you with. Nature is like death. When death comes, it does not care how rich you are or how poor you are. It doesn't care how beautiful you are. Nature calls. Death comes. Nature now is calling you. You have to respond. You have to stand up now, today. You don't have to stand up yesterday. You don't have to stand up tomorrow. You don't have to stand up a moment later. You have to stand up now. You have to mobilize. You have to act. You have to be free. Nature say you must be free. Only you, not somebody else, not your friend, only you. Your friend will be called by nature. Then you will meet outside. You will meet in the bush. You will meet in the toilet. You will meet wherever you respond to the call of nature. But you respond alone. When nature calls, nature calls you alone. You have to respond alone. Nature says you must be free. Nature says you must be paid equally. That is what nature is saying. And everybody must understand. You don't have to tell someone. You don't have to talk to someone. You just stand up and act. And if nature calls a million people at the same time, you will meet where nature is calling you. If nature calls a billion people at the same time, you will meet where nature is calling you. If nature calls you alone, then you will go where you're supposed to go. That is how it works. Nature says you must be free. Nature says you must not be paid less. Nature says you must not be a slave. Nature says you must not be an employee. Nature says you must be paid equal. All workers must be paid equal. Nature says nobody must be paid more than you when you are working together. Nature says nobody must be paid less than you when you are working together. That is the call of nature. You have to respond alone. You don't have to look at somebody else, because when nature calls, it calls you. If it calls us on the same time, we will respond at the same time. Then don't look at other people, respond. You are the one who has the responsibility to demand that you don't want to be paid less. If nature is calling us being a billion at the same time, we will be singing the same song that we don't want to be paid less. But it starts with you. You don't have to look at somebody. You don't have to wait somebody. Go to work and tell your boss, go to work and tell your manager that you don't want a salary that is less than his. Yes, when it comes to freedom, we do it together. The lucky thing is that you are not the only one who's being paid less. That is why you have to mobilize. That is why you must talk to other workers and face the employer and tell him you cannot be paid less anymore. If he refuses, you stop working together. He will. I can guarantee you, to start that business, the manager has borrowed money. He borrowed 2 million rand, and to pay it back, he needs you. He needs your labor. So when you stop working together, he will have no choice. It's either he will go bankrupt, he will lose his house, he will lose his home, he will lose even his underwear, he will lose his spoon, but he will not be losing much if he will lose anything at all. The ball is in your hand, and nature is calling you. Tell the workers that are being called by nature, remind them that it's time now to demand equal payment. Nature calls. You have to respond or you will suffer the consequences.